Hello everyone. In the series of stereochemistry for semester 2, already I have posted 5 videos. I hope that you must have watched them. In this 6th video, we will discuss one more subtopic of the stereochemistry, that is about conformations and conformational analysis. So we will try to understand this subject. What is the meaning of conformations? So you can see in this animation that different forms, this is the ethane molecule, and it can rotate, or we can say that because of the carbon carbon single bond, the free rotation is possible, and all different forms which you can see, they all are called conformations. So definition is different forms of a same compound that differ in spatial arrangement of atoms due to free rotation about single bond is called conformations. Such a different forms are called conformer or conformational isomers. Now, let us check the different projections, different methods of representing the molecule. Friends, we know that in ethane molecule, hybridization of both carbon atoms is sp3, and that's why the shape is tetrahedral. You can see that this is one tetrahedral and this is another tetrahedral shape. But normally, whenever we write the reactions, we used to write ethane molecule this way. This is called Fischer projection. Now this same molecule, if we observe this way, then we can see the front carbon and these three bonds attached with the front carbons. So in Newman projection, this is the another method called Newman projection. You can see the circle. The center of the circle is considered as your the front carbon, which we can see immediately, and the three bonds attached with the front carbons are written from the center of the circle. Now front carbon is actually hiding the rear carbon because we are viewing from this side, so we may not see the rear carbon. So underneath the center there is a rear carbon, and three bonds attached with the rear carbons are written from the periphery of the circle. So here you can see that. So anytime now if you come across the Newman projection, there is no need to ask. It is immediately we can understand that the bonds written from the center, they attached with the front carbon, and bonds attached with the periphery of the circle, they attached with the rear carbon. And the same molecule, if we observe slightly slant this way, then this representing technique is called Sohor's projection. So these are the different way of writing molecule. They are called projection. Normally in conformation and conformational analysis, we largely use Newman projection and Sohor's projection. Now what is conformational analysis? With every conformer, there is a specific amount of energy associated. And we know that energy is inversely proportional to the stability. We also know that the more the energy of any compound, then less will be the stability, and vice versa. So the study of energy of different conformers, and that is useful for understanding its stability, that is called conformational analysis. So in your curriculum, the 3 points, 3 questions: conformational analysis of ethane, conformational analysis of normal butane, and conformational analysis of cyclohexane are there. One of these 3 questions are repeatedly asked in the university. So in a separate video, number 7, 8 and 9, we would discuss them. But before that, you should understand the factors which are affecting the stability of the conformers. So in which the first one is called angle strain. Friends, we know that every hybridization having specific bond angle. For example, sp3 having 109 degree, sp2 having 120 degree, sp having 180 degree. Accordingly, bonds are arranged. Now, any deviation from the normal bond angle increase potential energy in the molecule. And when potential energy increase, then stability decrease. This is called angle strain. So any kind of strain increase the energy and decrease the stability of the conformer. Second factor is called torsional strain. It is also called Pitzer strain, Pitzer. So here you can see that the two conformers of ethane. This is called staggered, in which you can see all the 6 carbon hydrogen bonds spreaded maximum possible far from each other. So there is no chances of repulsion. But if you focus on eclipse, you know about the solar eclipse and lunar eclipse, in which one celestial object is hid after the another. Similarly, here both the carbons, they are parallel, but because we are writing the rear carbons slightly away so that we can see, otherwise you have to assume that they are actually uh, parallel with each other, and as a result this kind of arrangement, it it cause repulsion, and this repulsion increase potential energy which decrease stability. So this kind of strain, so here we can read that any pair of tetrahedral carbon attached to each other should arrange, or the bonds should be staggered with each other. Any deviation from the staggered arrangement is accompanied by torsional strain. It increases energy and decreases the stability. And third factor is called van der Waals strain or van der Waals repulsion. Every atom having van der Waals radius. Here you can see that this is the hydrogen, and the gray circle is the van der Waals radii of hydrogen. Similarly, this gray circle is the van der Waals radii. Now, whenever it forms bond, the minimum distance between the two atoms should be thus at least sum of their van der Waals radii. If these atoms, if they come nearer than this distance, it causes repulsion. Here it is shown that if the distance between these two hydrogen should be more than this, but if they come nearer, then repulsion would occur, and this is called any kind of repulsion increase the potential energy which ultimately decrease the stability. So these three factors, they increase the uh, potential energy which ultimately decrease the stability. So in forthcoming video, one by one separately we will discuss about conformational analysis of ethane, normal butane and cyclohexane.